Namaste. Welcome to all of you who are joining me today. My name is Lisa. We'll start the practice today in laying down position. So place your entire spine on your mat, and from there straighten your legs and spread them apart. Straighten your arms and also spread them apart. So you end up with a shape of letter X. Then from here you can adjust the position of your limbs, and once you find one position that feels comfortable, you'll stay there. Close your eyes, and we'll spend the next couple of minutes just being here with our breath, breathing through the nose. Reconnect with your breath by simply observing the quality of air, the temperature of air that enters your nostrils, and the temperature of air that exits your nostrils. Observe the length and the depth of your inhale and exhales without attempting to change anything. So we'll just be a witness of our breath. Observing how our body breathes, the rising and falling of the chest and the abdomen. Completing another 2 more rounds of breaths. And with the next inhale, open your eyes and press your heels down and start to point and flex your feet. And let your spine relax so that the movement of your feet will bring your entire body to rock. So this is called the heel rocks. And the key to this movement is to really keep your body soft and relaxed. And let the movement initiated from the feet. Okay, and then stop the rocking motion, and we will bring the arms more into like a T shape, so a bit lower, legs together. And from here we will swipe both legs to the right side as we bend both knees. So keeping the shoulder blades grounded onto the mat. And then we will bring the legs back to the center as we straighten both knees. So legs together. Bring it to the left as we bend both knees. And then center, legs straight. To the right and the center, left. Okay, just keep going. So not rushing the movement, we try to maintain some control, especially because we want to keep the both shoulder blades grounded and legs together. right? And then the next time we bring the legs to the right side, stay there, and bring the left arm to the right side. So now you are side laying facing your right arm, and start extending the top arm beyond the bottom one, and let your forehead roll, and then pull the top arm back without bending the elbow, and slide it forward, let the head roll, and slide the top arm back, looking slightly behind and forward. Couple more, just sliding the top arm back and forth. Okay, and then the next time we slide the top arm back, we bend the elbow, let the hand tracing the front of your chest, and then open the chest up, and then swing the arm overhead and forward, let the head roll, slide it back across the chest, swing overhead, slide it back, overhead. And this time we will bring the top arm across to the other side by circling it overhead and circle it back. Circle to open, circle back. Couple more. Keep the breath flowing, so there is no specific breathing pattern, but just continue to breathe. Okay, both arms together and open. So this time we will bring the legs back to the center as we straighten the knees, and then to the left, bend the knees. And now the right arm, bring it to the left, and basically repeating the same thing on the second side. So we will slide the top arm over the bottom one and let the head roll, and slide the top arm back without bending the elbows for now. So keep sliding back and forth. And the next time you slide the top arm back, you can bend the elbows, let the fingertips trace the top of your chest, and then open to the other side. So now you are facing up towards the ceiling. And arm across the head. Slide it back. And arms together. Slide open. Together. And now to open the arms apart, you will circle over the head and circle it back and open and close. Few more. Okay, and for the last time, open the arms, and we'll bring the legs to the center as we straighten both legs. And just lay down here in like a Shavasana position. Close your eyes, breathe, and just observe how are you feeling in your body right now. And we'll roll to the side and press up into a seated position. So take a seated diamond pose. So press the sole of the feet together and keep the heels further from your groin. Yeah. And hands resting gently over your thighs or your knees. And we'll do a spinal articulation. So initiating from the lower back, start to arch the spine. Come into a spinal extension. Look up. And exhale, initiating again from the lower back to round. And bringing the chin towards your chest. Start to extend from the lower back. Look up. Keep the back of the neck long. And exhale. Start to round. Looking towards your belly button. So, slow and control. Move with the speed of your breath. So we are not trying to rush the movement. Okay, with the next inhale, return to a neutral spine, sitting upright. Hands by your side, and we'll do a side bend. And rainbow the arms side to side. Alright, go to the right side and stay. Top hand at the back of your head. We'll take an inhale and twist slightly to look up. And exhale, twist to the opposite direction, look behind. Inhale, look up. And exhale, look behind. Keep going with your breath. One more up and behind. And back into your side bend. Release the top hand and rainbow to the second side. And inhale, look up. Exhale, look behind. Inhale and exhale. 3 more times. And return to your side bend and bring yourself to the center. Stack left arm over the right in front of your chest and depress your shoulders. Keep them away from your ears. And we will twist to the left and swing the left arm to the back. As you untwist, bring the left arm under the right and twist to the right side. Untwist, right arm under, left twist, left arm under, right twist. Okay. There's a couple more, twisting to the left and to the right. And a little bit of brain work because we play around with the arms. So the arms that we are going to extend is always the top arm. So you need to keep switching the how you stack your arms. Okay, and then release. Okay, bring the knees closer, lean back, and do a windshield wiper. Gently warming up the hips. Alright, and bring the legs back to the center. And this time we'll take a shin box position. So right arm across, right shin across the chest this way, and left shin is pointing to the back. So to start, you can place your fingertips by the side, and we'll simply switch and switch. So similar to windshield wiper, it's just that the legs position differently. Okay, and from here you can try lifting your hands off the ground and engaging a little bit more of your back muscle to keep you upright. Alright, and now we'll come into a straddle seated position. So around 90 degrees with both legs, and engage the legs by keep the toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Same thing, you can start by supporting on your fingertips as you internally and externally rotate the legs. So you want to come into the outer and inner edges of your feet. And switching the rotation of each legs. Okay, then after couple repetition, you want to try engaging the back muscle, hands off the ground, and continue with the internal external rotation of the legs. Okay, the next time, turning to the right side, you can place both hands on the outer side of the right leg, and then rainbow the arms as you face towards the left, right, and left. Okay, go to the right side, press both palms, press the edges of your feet, and hoist the bottom hip up. Slowly lower. Rainbow to the left side, press both palms, press the edges of the feet, hoist the bottom hip, lower with control. And keep switching side to side. Okay, and the last element you can add here is, after you lift the hip, optional, you can try extending the top arm. So lower the top hand, lower the hip, switch, hoist the hip up, optional, extend the top arm, slow and control to lower. One more switch to the right side, lift, and left side. Alright, and lower everything down. Bring the feet closer to your pelvis and cross at the ankles. And maintain a neutral spine or straight back. So it's leaning back. And as we uncross the ankles, extend the legs, cross it and lower, lean back, keep the spine neutral, uncross, lean back, uncross, back, and release. From this position, ankle cross, we will place the hands forward, lean, roll over the feet, and come into sitting on the heels. So uncross the ankle, sit on the heels, and cross the ankles again, roll over them, and sit on your bottoms. Yeah, so let's give that a few tries. So lean forward, roll over the ankles, sit on your heels, cross ankles, roll over, sit. Okay, the next time you roll forward and you uncross the ankle, keep the toes untucked. So when you sit on your heels, you are pressing on the top of your feet, and lean back slightly, maybe lifting your knees off the mat. Knees down, cross the ankles, roll, sit, roll forward, and uncross, press the top of the feet, lean back. And sit. So from here we'll add a few more movements. So again, cross the ankle, roll over them, uncross, tuck your toes, and rise up into kneeling. So kneeling position. And body weight to the left side, so you are able to step your right foot forward. And tuck the back toes. We will lift and lower the back knee without changing the shape of the front leg. So a lot of work on the back leg. So 3 times, and on the third times, keep the knee, back knee up. And lean forward slightly. You will flex the back hip or the left hip and bring the left knee up, standing only on the right leg. Okay, and then we'll lean forward and we will step the left leg back, lower the left knee slightly, and we will place the right leg back into kneeling. Sit on your heels, and palms down, cross at the ankles, and we will roll back. So from here we arms forward, extend the legs, change the crossing of the ankles, lean forward, roll over, tuck the toes, sit on the heels, and then come up into kneeling. Now lean more to the right side, so you can slowly step the left leg forward. So the back toes is stuck, and without changing the shape of the front leg, we will lift and lower the back knee 3 times. And then keep the back knee up, lean forward, hinging from the hips, and flex the right hip, bringing the right knee up. So you can always play around with the position of your hands or your arms. It can be in prayer, on your waist or cactus. Okay, and then from here, again hinging from the hips to send your right leg back. So start by lowering the toes and slowly lowering the knee. And we will bring the front leg, the left legs, back into kneeling. Sit on your heels, hands down, cross, roll back, and we'll extend both legs, change the crossing. We'll repeat all over again, a bit faster this time. So roll forward, tuck your toes, kneel, and right leg forward. So let's try cactus arm, and 3 times, lift and lower. 2, 3, and keep it lifted. Hinging from the hips, lift the left knee up and send it back, toes, knee, and step back to kneeling. Lower, cross at the ankles, roll back, extend the legs, change the crossing, roll over the ankles, kneel, and step the left leg forward. Cactus arm, 3 times, 2, 3, and keep the back knee lifted. Lean forward, flex the hip, lean forward, toes down, knee down, kneel, heels down. I'll sit on the heels, cross, and extend, change the crossing. Let's try something different. So when we come into kneeling, this time we will keep the toes untucked. So again, pressing on the top of the feet, and we will step the right foot forward. So still on the top of the left foot, and we'll try the lifting and lowering of the back knee. Okay, so lift and lower. Okay, lift and keep the back knee up, lean forward and flex the hip. And this time, as we send the left leg back, take a variation of warrior 3. Okay, and then slowly lower the back foot. And we are going to take a pyramid pose to stretch the hamstring. So both legs straight and both the toes also pointing forward. Hips are squared and hinging from the hips. And with a few breaths, we will gradually lower the torso towards the front leg. So if you need some blocks, you can place blocks under your palms or come onto your fingertips. Keep the spine long, so reaching forward, and at the same time lowering the torso towards the front leg. Alright, bend the front knee slightly and rise up, keeping the front knee bent, and we will simply come onto the top of the back foot and slowly lowering the back knee down. Return the front leg back into kneeling. Sit on your heels, cross the ankles, roll back, extend the legs, change the crossing, and same thing, be on the top of your feet. Come up to kneeling, and we will step the left foot forward 3 times, lift and lower the back knee. And the last time, keep the back knee up, lean forward, flex the hip. Take a warrior 3 to send the leg to the back. And slowly with control, lower. Straighten both legs, square the hips forward. And hinging from the hips, take several breaths to gradually lower down. So inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. And start bending the front knee. And rise up. And with control, we will come into the top of the back foot. And slowly lower the knee. Bring the front leg back. Come into kneeling. Sit on your heels. Palms down. Cross the ankles. And roll back to Sukhasana. Last one. Actually, let's hold the both pose, legs together. And release the feet down. Okay, stack 2 yoga blocks. Or some of you might even want to use chairs if you find that this height later on is not enough. We'll come into Malasana or yogi squat. Yeah. So start by sitting your bottoms on the blocks. Find a position or the gap between the heels that works for you today. Okay. So spine is neutral, so it's hinging from the hips to lean forward. So elbows pressing the knees out. So even though you are on the blocks or maybe some of you will be on the chair, we try not to like dump and sit all the way pressing on the blocks, but we want to think of like lifting off from the blocks. So keep thinking of lifting your bottoms off the block, so much so that they are actually floating off the block. And see if from there you can continue lifting, leading from the crown of your head to straighten and come to stand. Okay? And then we will hinge from the hips to bring the bottoms back. We are returning into Malasana with control, slow. Yeah. You can even try maybe bring the heels closer. So always ground through your feet, but leading from the crown of the head to lift. Yeah. And when you lower, you're still thinking of keeping your spine long by extending from the crown of the head. So there are 2 movements here, grounding through the feet and extending to the crown of the head. And slowly lower. Okay, and from here, a challenge for you is to reduce the height of the block. So remove 1 block. Just experiment with it. It might not work today to lower the support for your bottoms, but we just want to give it a try and see what happens. So same thing, ground with the feet. Start by thinking of lifting your bottoms off the block, and sustain that lift and extend. And slow and control to sit. This will be a much longer travel all the way down. Okay. And we can try with the arms up. Sometimes we can think of like somebody pulling the hands up to help us lift into stand. Okay. So those who start from the chair, you can lower by coming into the stack of 2 blocks. Okay, and last challenge is to remove, those who are on 1 block, remove the block and come into a full Malasana. But if without the block, you find that you are raising the heels, so put back the block. Yeah. So because when we lift up and down, we kind of want the entire sole of the feet to be grounded so that we have a stable base to get the lift. All right, and let's try lifting from Malasana or a lower support. Okay, leading from the crown of the head, lift, stand, send the butt back, and lower. Let's try with the arms up. Lower. Okay, one more. Lean, stand, butt back, lower, and let's just take a few breaths in Malasana. So elbows pressing the knees out gently. And release everything down. Sit on your bottoms and lay down. So hug your knees towards your chest, and you can rock back and forth and side to side. And draw circles with your knees. This is really nice for your lower back. The Malasana, pressing up to standing and then back to Malasana, it can take a lot on your spine, because we try to keep the spine upright while doing the movement. Alright, let's close the practice with spinal twist. So bring the left knee towards your chest and hook the right arm under the creases of left knee. Yeah. So we have the left knee and we will drop to the right side. And the other knee, the right knee, you want to kind of pull away and open the left shoulders down. Open the chest and bring the left shoulder blades down. So you can stay here, or if you can reach your left hand to grab the right ankle, then you will do so. Actually, grabbing your right ankle kind of help to ground the left shoulder blade. So if you find this a little bit too much, you can always do the this variation of spinal twist. Okay, then let's switch to the second side. We will hook the left arm under the creases of the right knee and then drop the right leg to the left and pull that left knee, the knee of the bottom leg, like kind of away, further apart. Yeah. So this is first option. If you can grab the ankle, It will help to ground this right shoulder. And again, if this is like too active for a spinal twist, take this spinal twist. And wherever you are, whichever twist you are doing, let's stay for 2 more rounds of deep and long breaths. Alright, and slowly releasing everything back to the center. Prepare for Shavasana. So extending one leg at a time, feet apart about mat width or less. Arms by your side, palm facing up. And you can release the shoulders by hiking the shoulders up and roll it back and down. So like pinning the trapezius muscle down. And shake your head side to side. And let the head, your head, comes to a rest by itself. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Find your breath. Return to your breath. Be home with your breath. And be a witness once more. Just observe your breath. Observe how your body breathes. Finding calm, stillness, comfort. And give your body a permission to rest. Start to deepen your breath. Take one big breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. One more inhale and exhale. Start to wiggle your toes and fingertips and bring your legs together. Raise your arms overhead. Interlacing the fingers, flip the palms up and take one big stretch as you take another big breath in. Stretch your legs, stretch your arms and exhale. Release everything, roll to the side and stay curl up on your side for another 2 or 3 rounds of breaths. You can start to open your eyes, and whenever you are ready, press up into seated position. And join me to close this practice by lifting the arms up, press the palms together, make a prayer, and offer the prayer into the center of our hearts. Thank you for joining me in this practice. I hope you enjoy the exercises and the asana flows that we did today. Stay well and namaste.